Now, the Sultan of Brunei has insisted his country is fair and harmonious on the day it made adultery and homosexuality punishable by stoning to death. The small Southeast Asian state off the island of Borneo is fully implementing Sharia law. It means that thieves could now have limbs amputated. It sparked worldwide international condemnation, including a celebrity-driven campaign to boycott international hotels and property owned by Brunei. Let's speak to the BBC's Asia editor, Rebecca Henschke, who's with me now. This is a phased-in Sharia, isn't it? I mean, it was imposed, I think, or announced in 2014. Why now?
Well, the Sultan has promised this. As you said, it's a phasing in, and this is the harshest element of the Sharia laws, which we do understand have the support of people in Brunei. The Sultan himself, 72-year-old leader, he does keep a very firm grip of this oil-rich nation. At the same time, we're hearing from analysts that the oil is running out. The Sultan is worried about rising crime in what is a very peaceful country. He wants to make sure he's seen as a firm and tough leader, and by using Islam as a way to do that, he thinks he's onto an effective strategy.
Only 2/3, I think, of the population, still a majority, of course, are Muslim.
That's right. There's also a significant Christian and Buddhist population, and there is some concern about how that would affect them. I mean, mostly the Sharia law should apply only to Muslims, but we've seen in neighbouring Indonesia, in the province of Aceh, that has Sharia law, also Christians have been punished under the Sharia laws there. So that could also happen here. And of course has the gay community there, very fearful, terrified today with these laws. Also people from the minority groups.
We've heard about the international backlash. Hotels like the Dorchester, I think the Bel Air, other big, five-star hotels, calls for boycotting of those amongst international names. What about regionally?
Silence. A deafening silence from ASEAN, from countries like Indonesia and Malaysia that neighbour this tiny nation. Those countries themselves have been seeing rising homophobia. They also have laws in Malaysia that make homosexuality illegal. Indonesia also moving in that direction. And we see the caning of 2 gay men in Aceh last year. So ASEAN, of course, famous for its non-interference, but I think very significant today as we are hearing a lot about the American reaction, the UN's condemnation, that Asian neighbours are saying nothing.
OK, Rebecca, thank you very much indeed, Rebecca Henschke.